He isn't worried. He has already made up his mind to prove his haters wrong. Luna thinks that leaving the academy might be the right move, but our boy believes it's better to stay in the academy so he can keep an eye on Prince Shark's activities. After all, he suspects there's some kind of connection between the headmaster and the prince. He even proposes a wild theory that maybe Prince Shark is spiritually possessing the headmaster's body. Luna immediately rejects this theory. She explains that she has the ability to sense otherworldly beings, so she would have detected it. With that option ruled out, Kuraban's strategy becomes clear: close the upcoming gates, while also pursuing his two targets, Demon King Belphar and Prince Shark. Strangely, the little messenger pouts at his words. He asks what's wrong. She says she was just thinking about how heavy the burden is on the great wizard Kuraban, even if it's the goddess's command. Despite that, Kuraban is grateful for this opportunity. He had already died once in the void dimension. This is his chance for revenge against Shark, who caused his death, and against Belphar, who threatens this world. In the end, he's happy with the goddess's order. Kuraban reassures her that she doesn't need to be sad. His words brighten her face, and she's genuinely happy that such an amazing person received this duty. After their conversation ends, Kuraban wants to rest a bit before the mock battle. The little girl excitedly shouts, declaring that he'll show everyone who the boss is. Deep down, she truly hopes all of Kuraban's wishes come true. The next day arrives, and contestants gather at the battlegrounds. Bro's first opponent is another clown, happy just to fight the academy's worst student. Spectators in the stands cheer for the other guy and pity Kuraban, but as soon as the fight starts, our boy ignores all the chatter. Kuraban's opponent begins with daring wind strike, launching a green beam. The moment the attack hits, our boy disappears, like he evaporated on impact. The clown assumes he's so powerful that his opponent couldn't endure even one hit. But suddenly, Kuraban appears right behind him like a ghost. Preparing an earth spell, he unleashes Rock Blast, raining stones onto his opponent's body. By the end of the spell, Bro lies on the ground in a Yamcha pose, and our boy is declared the winner of the first match. This overwhelming victory stuns the spectators. Everyone starts gossiping about how the academy's worst student defeated someone far better. Izumiya looks like a proud girlfriend, while Naru watches like a pissed hater. Luna explains that he doesn't even need dark attribute magic to defeat these amateurs. That's the specialty of a wizard from another dimension. She's thrilled that he's running a city-wide fade against these weaklings. The slaughter continues. Kuraban drops opponents one after another using the same spells. Some surrender immediately. His winning spree almost gives the headmaster a heart attack. The professor can't understand how the academy's dumbest kid is on such a streak. For a moment, he wonders if the boy really did close the red gate. But then, he gaslights himself and dismisses the thought. Narus knocks on his door. The headmaster calls him in for a personal meeting. Shidu explains that Narus will face the underdog in the mock battles. He orders the vice student president to use his absolute top strength and not be careless, even for a second. Interestingly, Narus already has a plan. After watching all of Kuraban's fights, he's only seen earth magic. Narus claims he's far superior in skill, which the headmaster likes. After receiving confirmation, Bro leaves the meeting satisfied. Outside, Narus thinks the headmaster seems overly cautious, as if the upcoming opponent is truly dangerous. Still, his ego is so big that he sees no possibility of losing. The scene returns to our boy's winning streak. At this point, everyone is glazing him. This is the definition of turning haters into fans. People wonder what suddenly changed in him. Kuraban knows he's performing well. Izumiya hands him water and reminds him that only one final push remains before total freedom. Meanwhile, Four Eyes stands nearby, overhearing them. Finally, the announcer declares the main dish of the event: Kuraban versus Vice President Narus. The two fighters face each other. Narus advises him not to get cocky after recent wins. Our boy calmly replies that he only cares about victory. Narus thinks he's on main character energy and can't lose because he's analyzed everything. But our boy states his victory as if it's set in stone. Four Eyes gathers courage and vows to make him regret that statement. The atmosphere turns tense, and as the final fight begins, all eyes lock onto the arena. Narus's confidence starts cracking because the bottom ranker defeating everyone. He wonders if Kuraban hid his true strength from the beginning to build a winning streak. Whatever 4,000 IQ strategy he prepared Naruse is determined to crush it. He starts with high-ranking wind magic, casting a bow and arrow and preparing lightning shot. 3 thunder arrows storm toward Kuraban. Reacting instantly, our boy places his hand on the ground and summons a massive clay wall for perfect defense. The sheer size shocks his opponent. Even the high-ranking spell rebounds off the wall without causing damage. The wall melts away, and so does Naruse's confidence. The audience is shaken. Kuraban is countering the vice president. Embarrassed, Naruse tries to regain composure, reminding himself that his opponent only uses earth magic. He raises his hand and activates his own earth magic, levitating joint stones and raining them down like a rock shower. Kuraban prepares to counter with wind magic. Locking on, he uses aerial blast to annihilate the rocky storm entirely. This counter shocks Naruse again. Four Eyes trembles, realizing our boy can use wind magic too. The audience goes ecstatic. Some question how this kid has multiple attributes. Izumiya understands that multi-attribute casting wizards are rare. Mastering one attribute takes immense time, and even if someone learns multiple, proficiency differs. But Kuraban is a machine, casting dual elements perfectly. Naruse screams in frustration. He hadn't calculated the second element. Fed up, Kuraban asks why he looks down on others. Naruse doesn't understand. Our boy explains that the vice president makes assumptions too quickly, filled with arrogance and recklessness. His only good trait is magical prowess, but his personality is worse than wet tissue paper. This reality check stuns Naruse, but he interprets it as trash talk. Angered, Naruse casts a special high-rank water spell, his best attribute. The audience assumes it signals the end. The water spell binds Kuraban's leg, and a violent blue storm engulfs him. The mighty spell, Cositis, seals him in ice. Naruse believes he's won, but cracks appear in the ice cage. Naruse's hope shatters as searing flames erupt from within. The weakest student reveals a third attribute, fire, and it doesn't stop there. Kuraban gathers the ice into a massive boulder and crushes it. Fragments scatter across the arena, hitting near Naruse. By the end of the ice storm, the vice president falls to his knees. Kuraban towers over him and gives one piece of advice. The only way to gain strength is to look forward, but even then, you might not surpass your limits. In simple terms, our boy delivered the most graceful curb stomp trash talk. Naruse asks the question everyone has: who is this man? He tries to lunge forward, but our boy doesn't even look at him. Naruse collapses. The fight ends. Kuraban Rain is officially declared the victor. That night, the headmaster is furious. He can't understand how the academy's weakest student used 4 attributes. Izumiya's words echo in his mind, but he still denies the truth. Taking matters into his own hands, he curses our boy, literally beefing with a child, and dials a number to force his expulsion. Luna sleeps deeply, while our boy writes his thoughts after the victory. Because of this, he has already revoked the expulsion from the headmaster. Now the question is, what's the next strategy? Notes about his 2 main threats and their connection to the academy lie before him. He wants to confront the headmaster directly, but learns he's away on a personal business trip. For now, the highest priority is the problematic gates. If he keeps closing them, it will be easier to connect clues related to Demon King Belphar. The great mage wonders who his first target will be. The scene shifts to the classroom the next day. A figure enters, immediately catching our boy's attention. The teacher writes his name on the board and introduces himself as the new assigned teacher. Hashiba thinks it's sudden, but hopes the students will take care of him. The girls are already fawning over him, while our boy watches suspiciously. Something feels off. During cafeteria break, students discuss the epic mock battles, especially how Kuraban dominated the academy's second-best asset. Some even wonder if he could teach them magic. Izumiya sits in front of him, praising his performance and thanking him for correcting Naruse's behavior. Four Eyes feels patronized, but secretly agrees. Still, Izumiya won't let go of the headmaster issue, especially how the expulsion was handled. Kuraban asks about Shido's nature. Was he always like this? It's revealed that Shido was a former seeker, quite skilled as a mage, but recently Rumors about nasty connections surround him. This matches Kurbeni's assumptions. Then news spreads that the number of gates is rapidly increasing, opening everywhere. Though competent heroes are closing them, people are warned to stay away. This reminds Kurbeni of Luna. If a gate remains unattended too long, monsters will emerge and devastate the world. But that won't happen under his watch. He decides he won't let the dark future come true. The great mage shares a personal request with Izumiya. Though its details remain undisclosed, the scene cuts to the silence of night. Kurbeni goes out to patrol the area.